judges are ready, the fighters are ready, the boxing world is ready.
The fight starts now!
Let's go.
How do you like it? On the show.
So aggressive, so focused.
It all comes down to this. What a knockdown! Still the undisputed champion of the world. DAZN Weekend Preview.
Welcome to the weekend preview. We're in Glasgow for the big one, Josh Taylor versus Ekow Essuman. Josh Taylor's first fight in the 147-pound division. Myself and Carl Frampton are going to go through all the fights on the main card. But first, let's hear from the main event fighters.
Full of beans, full of energy. You know, I've got the spring in my step, so I'm full of energy, and I can't wait to get going on Saturday and get this journey rebooted, restarted, and kick-started again, and move forward. Take care of business on Saturday, do it in good fashion, and look forward to moving on to big fights in the future.
It doesn't matter backyard or if it was back at Nottingham or in London. I don't have a lot of shows that I've boxed at in my home city, like big shows, so I'm used to being the away fighter, so it's just same job, different venue.
At 140, what else was there left for me to do? I'd completed boxing in the sense, you know, I'd won every single belt in boxing you can win. What else was there for me to do in terms of challenges and setting goals and new targets? There was nothing to do. So what there was moving up and putting an assault on becoming a two-weight world champion, and that's what I plan on doing on Saturday, taking this guy out on Saturday, and that's what I'm going to do.
You're in the deep blue sea now with Josh Taylor here, former undisputed champion, says he's going to take you out on Saturday.
Like, that's the whole point of it. Like, we're supposed to do that. Like, I don't take offense to it. It is what it is. He's in my way. I'm in his way. It is what it is.
Do you think he believes it when he says he's going to take you out early, or is it just a nice headline to get a round of applause here? Does he really believe he can step up to your weight and take you out? You've never been knocked down, barely been down. Do you really think he believes it?
Oh, yeah.
I'll answer that question for you. Would I have become undisputed world champion if I didn't believe that I could take people out? Of course I believe it. And I'll show you on Saturday.
As I was going to say, of course he believes it. He should. And that's good. If he wants to try and end it early, it might be to his detriment. Like, we're going to find out on Saturday. But I came prepared for the best Josh Taylor that there would be. So it's just confirming what I thought would come.
What does an unhinged Ekow Essuman look like?
Just a very exciting Ekow Essuman to watch. More crafty, more creative. Throw some magic in there and do what I do.
Time for him to make his statement, Josh. That would be quite the upset at this point, right?
Yeah, it would be, but that's what everyone's saying. You know, a stepping stone, but it's going to be a sore stone to step on. You're going to get a sore foot.
That's all right. I was born in Botswana. I used to walk around barefoot with sand, stone, thorns, all sorts.
Touché.
Carl, great to be here. First time for me being in Scotland for a big fight. You've obviously been here a couple of times. Great atmosphere.
Yeah, great atmosphere. I link in Glasgow, Scotland, really similar to where I'm from back home. I think passionate boxing fans, passionate sport fans, and no doubt this atmosphere is going to be incredible tomorrow night.
Yeah, we haven't seen Josh Taylor since that defeat to Jack Catterall. It's been a long time, right? I mean, he isn't busy enough. We're going to get to that. He isn't busy enough, but he's decided enough in the 140-pound division. Let's see what he can do at 147. I feel like it's a jump he should have done a few years back, but he's doing it now.
It's the right move for him, absolutely, and I think he probably should have done it after the first fight with Jack Catterall.
Yeah.
But then the rematch was requested, and he wanted to do it at light welterweight, and then he hung around again. I mean, he just hung around for too long, but when you're getting offered these fights, it's a difficult decision to make, but certainly I imagine we're going to see an improved version of Josh Taylor from what we've seen in his last few performances, just because I think the weight was really starting to hurt him.
It's clear an A side and B side. The A side traditionally picks the B-side. Josh Taylor's decided to pick Ekow Essuman. This is a tough fight for your first fight, 147 pounds, to pick someone like Ekow.
It's a really dangerous fight, to be honest, because look, Ekow, no disrespect to him, he's not the biggest name in the world, but he can really fight. He's fit, he's tough, he's strong, he's dogged. And to be dipping your toes into your first fight at welterweight, you probably could have excused Josh for taking an easier fight, or maybe taking an 8-rounder against someone on a big undercard, something like that. But he's headlining the bill here in Glasgow against a dangerous fighter. All risk, very little reward here for Josh Taylor. So in that sense, you have to give him credit for taking it. But I think we'll learn a lot more about how much Josh Taylor has left to give after tomorrow night.
The record book says he's lost his last two, the Teofimo Lopez defeat, the Jack Catterall rematch defeat, but I think most would say he's lost his last 3. You can't lose 4 in a row. This is must win, isn't it? You've got to win.
Yeah, he has to win. I mean, look where he's done. Josh Taylor, he doesn't get the credit that he deserves. I mean, the guy was an undisputed champion. He done it inside about 20 fights. The only one, I think the only British person to win an undisputed title in the 4-belt era. Yeah. Incredible. And to do it so
unbeaten
quickly,
fighters as well.
Honestly, that run was really, really something special. And people have just they're sleeping on him at the minute. They think he's done. They think he's past his best. But I would argue that the past few performances were against good fighters, but I think the weight had a lot to do with how Josh Taylor performed. And I genuinely think we're going to see a new reinvigorated Josh Taylor here up at welterweight.
And the welterweight division as well. Look, I mean, there were times when the welterweight division was full of killers, right? Full of sharks. He must look at it right now and think, removing Boots Ennis from the equation, I mean, there's openings there. There's gaps to become a world champion again. Yeah,
and he's a big enough name to just kind of step right back in after, if you beat someone like Essuman, because of what he's done previously, Josh Taylor, he's entitled to fight for a world title at welterweight, no doubt about it. But we're seeing Manny Pacquiao doing it, you know what I mean? And
I'm going to get your thoughts on that.
He hasn't boxed in about 6 years. So Josh Taylor, if he beats Essuman here, which I think he will be, a tough fight, but it won't be an easy night for him. I think he'll win. Then he should be looking to be fighting the champions then at welterweight afterwards. On
Ekow, final one on this fight. We've seen banana skins before, right? Ekow's been waiting for this opportunity, 36, so I guess it's his real last roll of the dice as well. How dangerous is Ekow going to be, given that this is it? This is everything he's been waiting for in a long career. Finally, he gets the call for a big one.
Yeah, look, he's wanted an opportunity like this, and he's got it, and he's had plenty of time to prepare for it, so he'll be fit. We know what Ekow's like. He's literally Ekow the Engine. That's the nickname, and it's very, very fitting. He's non-stop from start to finish. He's got a big heart. I think if this is a 12-round fight rather than a 10-round, it's a more difficult fight, just them extra 2 rounds, and Ekow coming on strong. But he has a chance, and there's no pressure on him because no one's really expecting him to do anything apart from him and his own team. But I think it's going to be a very, very interesting fight.
When you have such a big main event and you have a name like Moses the Tower on the card, I almost feel like some fights get lost in the mix, and Nathaniel Collins versus Lee McGregor is, I think, a fight that's getting lost in the mix there. It's a fantastic fight in the featherweight division. 2 guys coming off good wins as well. Lee McGregor obviously jumping up now to featherweight. That's a really, and it's a local bragging rights fight as well.
Look, it really went under the radar, that fight. It's a weight division that I used to belong in, so I'm very interested in it.
More middleweight now for cars.
But these fights, I mean, local rivalries, 2 very, very good fighters, evenly matched as well. I think the atmosphere is going to be incredible for that fight in particular. So, but I can't really see that not being a good fight. And like you've said, it's went under the radar a wee bit when you've got someone like Moses, the next superstar of boxing, on the undercard. That's what happens sometimes, but people are sleeping on this fight, and I don't think they should.
We haven't seen fighters, I think overhype's the wrong term for Moses, because I actually think he's going to live up to the hype. But I haven't seen a fighter get so much love and praise than Moses, maybe since AJ coming through and when Fury done his job against Vladimir. Do you think Moses is the real deal? Because we're very excited about him. We almost want to see who AJ and Fury can pass the baton to, so to speak, to take on this heavyweight mantle for years to come.
No doubt. I mean, his age is on his side. He's young. He's improving. He's an unbelievable fighter. In terms of heavyweights, he punches really hard, but I don't see another heavyweight on the planet who has hand speed like Moses. I think he's an incredible fighter. I really do. and still got loads and loads of youth on his side. He's picking up experience as he goes along. He's with a good team in Ben Davison and Big Barry and Lee Wiley. If this kid doesn't win a world title or a couple of world titles, I would be very, very surprised.
No pressure, Carl. No pressure on the young kid at all. All right, we are back in Scotland. Great to be back as well. We're not up here often, but when we are up here, the atmosphere is incredible, and it's going to be incredible come Saturday night. Good main event again. Josh Taylor versus Ekow Essuman. Great undercard as well. We just heard from Carl Frampton. Make sure you tune into the zone. You don't really want to miss any of this action.
When I'm firing on all cylinders, I can beat every fighter in the world.
Yeah, perfect fight for Ekow Essuman.
He brings the fire. I'm back to being the hunter.
This will be a colossal test. Oh, great left hand. Unbelievable scenes. This is what world champions are made of.
He's done it.
And it will be something special.